In the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, justice was not served. Kyle Rittenhouse, in my opinion, is a killer and should have been convicted of murder. This exoneration of Kyle Rittenhouse has totally transformed what we understand as self-defense in the United States of America. Allow me to explain, and regardless of the political affiliation you may have, I ask you to simply consider the facts, okay? There was no question that Kyle Rittenhouse was the aggressor. He was the provocateur. He's the guy who left his state, went to another state, obtained a weapon illegally. The individual that gave him the weapon has been charged with 2 felonies. But Kyle Rittenhouse received an advantage from the judge. The judge dismissed the one charge that it was basically universally agreed to, that yes, he's guilty of that if there's ambiguity about anything else. But let's be very clear about what happened. Roughly 2 weeks before Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 and tried to kill a 3rd, he said on recorded video that he wished he could take his assault rifle, his semi-automatic weapon, and start shooting. And he was referencing individuals leaving the store.
Bro, I wish I had all right, start shooting rounds at them.
That was not allowed for the jury, but it does go to state of mind. What a coincidence that roughly 2 weeks after the statement, he does exactly what he says he wanted to do. That's number one. Number two, in Wisconsin, it is not legal to utilize deadly force in the protection of property. Let me say that again. In Wisconsin, it is not legal to utilize deadly force in the protection of property. I know Kyle Rittenhouse says he went there to protect property. Nobody asked him to protect their property. Nobody summoned him. Nobody said, here's the authority I grant to you. He was not a security officer or nothing else. He was an armed and dangerous individual. And based on Wisconsin statute, 17-year-olds do not carry that kind of weapon in the situation that he's in. I know there's some back and forth about the language of the statute, but the statute clearly was not written in a way to give special permission to a person like Kyle Rittenhouse at the age of 17 to carry around a dangerous weapon. The people that he killed, they were trying to disarm him. So I want you to think about this for the future of this nation. You mean to tell me that you can grab a gun, you can have a gun unlawfully, you can go to another state, you can kill individuals based on you inserting yourself, being the aggressor, they attempting to disarm you because you are the aggressor with a gun in their community. You are there as the provocateur. You can now claim, self-defense. It doesn't make sense. And there's a racial dynamic here. Do you really believe that if a young teenage black kid traveled to another state, obtained a weapon in that state unlawfully, and then decided to do security for people or buildings he was not commissioned or hired to do security for, and then he ends up being the aggressor, saying 2 weeks before he does the killing that he wanted to actually kill protesters, saying that on recording, do you think he gets the benefit of the doubt here? Do you think he goes home without any criminal penalty at all? Do you think that's what happens? Do you think he gets a judge like Judge Schroeder who sings songs in the courtroom to make him smile? Do you think he gets a judge that's so friendly that virtually every single decision within the judge's discretion, it goes for the defense? No. It would not have happened if this would have been a black male doing the exact same thing at a Trump rally or protest. Be very careful about cheering and calling these things victories when they really rip away at the very foundation of what we understand to be fair and decency in America. I hope you hear my heart on this one.